everybody,
Hi.
Miss Baker and Gavin, and today we're actually going to be starting a little bit different. We're going to work on a chapter book. It's going to be Freckle Juice, okay? So for part of the video, you're not going to see Miss Baker. You're just going to see Gavin in the book, and then if there are pictures on that page in the chapter book, I'll pick it up and I'll show it to you like this, okay? I hope everybody enjoys the book. So this is Chapter 1. Andrew Marcus wanted freckles. Nicky Lane had freckles. He had about 1 million of them. They covered his face, his ears, and the back of his neck. Andrew didn't have any. Andrew didn't have any freckles. He had 2 warts on his finger, and they didn't do him any good at all. If he had freckles like Nicky, his mother would never know if his neck was dirty. So he wouldn't have to wash, and then he'd never be late for school. Andrew had plenty of time to look at Nicky's freckles. He sat right behind him in class. Once he even tried to count them. But when he got to about 86, Miss Kelly called, "Andrew, are you paying attention?" "Oh, yes, Miss Kelly," Andrew said. "Good, Andrew, I'm glad to hear that. Now, will you please pick up your chair and join your reading group? We're all waiting for you." Andrew stood up in a hurry. His reading group giggled, especially Sharon. He couldn't stand that Sharon. She thought she knew everything. He picked up his chair and carried it to the corner where his reading group sat. "You may begin, Andrew," Miss Kelly said. Page 64. Andrew turned to the page in his book, 64. He couldn't find it. The pages were stuck together. Why did Miss Kelly have to pick him? Everybody else already had their books open to the right page. Sharon kept giggling. She covered her mouth to keep in the noise, but Andrew knew what was going on. He finally found the page, 64, right where it was supposed to be, between pages 63 and 65. If he had his own freckles, he wouldn't have to count Nicky Lane's. Then he'd hear Miss Kelly when she called the reading groups, and nobody would be laughing at him. Later, when the bell rang, Andrew poked Nicky Lane. "What do you want?" Nicky asked, turning around. "I was wondering about your freckles," Andrew said. "Oh, yeah, what about 'em?" Andrew felt pretty stupid. "Well, how'd you get 'em?" "What do you mean, how?" "You get born with them, that's how." Andrew thought that's what Nicky would say. Some help he was. "Line up, boys and girls," Miss Kelly said. "Time to go home now. Sharon, you lead the girls. Andrew, you lead the boys." Some luck. Just when he got to be leader, he had to stand next to Sharon. When they were in line, Sharon whispered to Andrew, "Psst, I know how you can get them." "How to get what?" Andrew asked. "Freckles," Sharon whispered. "Who asked you?" "Well, I heard you ask Nicky about his." Sharon ran her tongue along her teeth. She was always doing that. "Do you want to know how to get them?" Sharon asked. "Maybe," Andrew told her. "It'll cost you 50 cents. I have a secret recipe for freckle juice," she whispered. "A secret recipe, huh?" Sharon's tongue reminded Andrew of a frog catching flies. He wondered if Sharon even got a mouth of bugs, the way she opened her mouth and wiggled her tongue around. Andrew inspected Sharon's face. "You don't even have any freckles," she said. "Look close," Sharon said. "I've got 6 on my nose." "Big deal. A lot of good 6'll do." "You can get as many as you want. 6 was enough for me. It all depends on how much freckle juice you drink." Andrew didn't believe Sharon a minute, not 1 minute. There was no such thing as freckle juice. Andrew had never heard of it before. All right, everybody. Hope to see you back for chapter 2. Bye.